opposition to the annexation of our properties and that of our neighbors. I would also like to read just a few of the reasons why. First, according to what we've read, the city will need to provide services at or above the level that is already provided in the areas. The city cannot do this. Roads is an example. County is doing a good job of keeping roads in good repair. Through sitting in the city council meetings and driving within the city limit, it's obvious the city is already having trouble with the work they have, both in manpower and equipment. Mowing and easements of right-of-way, again, we have great service from our county, and the city will not have the manpower or the equipment to keep up with this. We have listened to the city residents and driven the areas for ourselves to see the lack of city services. As for water services, extra-jurisdictional customers are being charged a surcharge for our water, as explained by the mayor at a recent city council meeting. My question to you is, will this charge be dropped? Because with the annexation, it should stop immediately. Waste and brush pickup, again, citizens of the city limits openly discuss the hassle they have to try to get paid for brush services within the limit. We were told these services were not a part of the services provided to the extra jurisdictional we currently live in. How do you plan to handle this increased demand? Police and emergency services. I realize the city claims that they respond to the extra jurisdictional areas, but we recently called to try to get help and we're told they do not service our area and recommend that we call the county. The reason the city cited is they do not have the manpower. Much of the police's time is spent sitting on 317 and not patrolling at all. That was from your own office. Secondly, I would like to talk about ordinance enforcement. Most of the people who live outside the city do so because we chose to do that, because we do not want to worry about fees, fines, and penalties imposed by the city ordinances. I feel the city is not acting in good faith when one of its ways they plan to balance the city budget is by a line item specifically calling for a dollar amount to be collected. This appears to be setting a quota system by which the new ordinance officer will be expected to bring in a certain amount of money to help pay the balance the budget and pay his salary, as the city did not have a position included in the budget that was presented to the public. We will be out looking to basically ding the residents. I also feel that until the city has the areas they are currently responsible for cleaned up, they should stick to the work already in hand. You can drive through the city and see that obviously they're not enforced. Third and lastly, we would like to express our disappointment in the unethical way the council and the city manager have gone about this process. Honesty would go a long ways to build trust with your citizenry.